So this is a video response to mtshark7's 100 subscriber giveaway. Guys, if you have not heard of this guy, you're living under a rock. And it's not a rock worth living under, despite what people might have told you. Okay? This dude's got it all. Collection videos, just conversational videos, pickups, stuff like that, you know, and he just hit 100. He just hit 100, which means that sometime tomorrow or next week he's gonna have it somewhere in the thousands, or at least I hope he does. But in all seriousness, Mark, congratulations on it. If there was someone I was definitely rooting for to get there, it's you. I really hope that pretty soon you'll be looking at 2, 3, even 500 subscribers. Wasn't too long ago when I hit 100. So, Mark, this is for you, buddy. And part of the contest giveaway that he's throwing, decided to submit the video entry to answer 7 questions. 7 freaking questions. This guy's a lot of damn questions. And I'm going to go through them one by one and submit my several entries into said contest. I believe he's got like a week and a half left on it. So, again, that rock you're living under, time to come out from underneath it. Go check out his channel and maybe possibly enter the contest and get some cool stuff. Real quick, before I do the questions, Mark, if you do end up deciding to come to New York, the offer still stands no matter what. Quick funny story, I told him if he ever wanted to come up to Syracuse, New York, I'd agree to put him in this hotel for super, super cheap if he wanted to do like a weekend away with him and his girl. And he said that was a pretty cool idea and could end up happening. So, Mark, let me know if that option's still good, bro. I'd love to hang out with you, get some awesome video footage, and do the crossover that YouTube very much needs. But that's later on. Let's get to right now, which is questions. Question number 1, how did you get into making videos on YouTube? Well, simply put, I liked watching a lot of the bigger YouTubers at the time, like Angry Video Game Nerd. I'm trying to think of others off the top of my head. Gamester81, and then I got into a series called the Game Chasers, and the Game Chasers ended up making a small group. Secret's out, guys. If by some weird chance Billy and Jay see this, hooray! They made a small group with people I'd not heard of, and at that point, my channel began. And I met some really cool guys, people I still talk to this day, including Eric999 and DC Ardaya. Those guys really were an awesome support to me. I think we're still like I think we're part of the only small inner circle that actually still is involved in groups to this day. So that's how I got into making videos on YouTube. Saw that they did it, and I wanted to follow suit, and the rest is history. What do you mainly collect for now? That's pretty simple. I don't really collect too much retro, and the main reason for that, and when I mean retro, I mainly mean cart-based. And the reason is because the price for it is ridiculous for it here. I know people who are watching it who are from here. Oh, Eric, that's not true. Shut up. You're not me. Okay. I do know that Sega's not that expensive. As a matter of fact, Sega's probably the cheapest out of all the carts to buy for, but anything Nintendo based is ridiculous. It really is. Like, I'm sick of going into these GameStops. Yeah, they wish. These game stores where they have like Super Mario Duck Hunt for almost $10. And then I go over to Sega Genesis and I'm finding games like Columns and Sonic and Strider and Vector Man, and these games are all under $5. I'm going, okay. So what do I mainly collect for now? Mainly just disc-based games. I know right now I'm on a huge PS2 and Wii kick. I've been loving to collect all those cheap Wii games. They're awesome fillers in my collection, and plus the majority of them are actually pretty fun. And some of the cheap ones are really hard to find. I think I did a search for Pirates Blunder. Nathan, you know. And it said there wasn't anything within the nearest 100 miles. So road trip maybe could we please? No. Okay. So right now I'm just it's a combination mainly of Wii and PS2, and then I'm throwing in Xbox 360 and PS3 games in there. Before anybody asks, I know I don't have an Xbox One, a Wii U, or a PS4. I do plan on getting one. I do plan on having one within the next month if everything works according to plan. But if not that, then definitely we'll have one within the next 6 months. Do have a January. I do have a birthday in January coming up, so kind of hope. What do you do? I have any complete game collections? Hell no. Hell to the no. That was a simple answer. No, I don't. Because even Gare Bear said that even trying to go for a PS2 full collection is crazy. I don't plan on doing that. A Wii collection seems a little bit more feasible, but again, I'm nowhere near that. I don't have anything close to a complete anything right now, and right now it's not really something I'm aiming for. If there was a complete collection, I would like to try and collect for. I would like to do the Wii collection only because I think right now it's probably one of the more cheaper options, although I am seeing Xbox and 360 games are going down in price. Um, Besides video games, do you collect other things? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do, good sir. I also collect comic books. As a matter of fact, I have a bunch of them with me right now. Reading material for work. Yeah, I do collect comics. I'm getting very serious into doing that now, and it's been a lot of fun. I guess you can say I collect DVDs. I'm now trying to get more Blu-rays, but I'm trying to find them at decent prices. I mean, even Walmart are selling Blu-rays now for five to. I think the cheapest Blu-rays they have are $5, but some of them aren't the greatest movies. Ooh, excuse me. Um, do you ever take a break from collecting video games? Oh yeah, yeah. The reason for that is because you can only do it for so long without feeling like you're burning yourself out. And I've had that happen a few times. One of them was so bad that I've actually thought about stopping completely and just selling off everything I just wasn't planning on even going to touch. But through amazing support, um, I just found out it was better just to take breaks. I mean, whether that break be a month, a couple of months, or even a few weeks. If you got to step away from something because you feel like it's becoming too much for you, give yourself that space. Let the batteries recharge, reevaluate, and then ask yourself a little bit later on down the line, do I want to continue doing this? Um, so yeah, I have taken breaks from collecting. I stopped for a while and I went into comics. And then when I decided I didn't want to do both, I just took a complete break from it for probably about a month, and focused mainly on just stuff at home that needed to get taken care of. So yeah, I mean, I advise people to take breaks in general, even if it's not for a long period of time. I really do think it's healthy. It gives you a chance to clear your mind. Um, was there a gaming franchise you haven't gotten into but want to? I believe that one was submitted by Mr. Chad Bailey to Mark. Um, Simple answer: Minecraft. Minecraft. Everyone I know was playing Minecraft. I'd like to give it a shot. I want to be that kid that sits at the cool table at lunch. That's really it. That's the only franchise I actually thought of and still do think of playing it to this day. If there was a close second, I'd say maybe the Far Cry series, but I'm getting somewhat annoyed with the first-person shooter genre just a little bit. And probably, if I say one more franchise I'd probably want to get into is probably going to be probably the Marvel vs. Capcom series. I'd love to start getting back into that again. I do like fighting games. I'm not nearly as good at it as some people are, but I do enjoy them and they are fun. So that gets us to question 7. This one was submitted by Grub Gun to Mark. What a guy! He goes to two of his biggest encouragements and asks them to submit questions for his contest. So, Chad, Jeremy, if you see this, really good questions. And Grubgun said, "Has a game ever made you cry?" The problem is, do I want to admit that? Okay, well, I'm gonna say right now, I was one of the few people that saw Ares die in 7 that did not cry. It was sad, but I did not cry. Now, when I see cry, I'm thinking like there was definite tearage. I mean, you don't have to be sobbing hysterically, but I do think there has to be some tearage. Uh, there are two games that I played. One was somewhat recent, one was a little bit before that, that really kind of tugged at the feels. The first one was Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. If you have not played that game, I highly encourage you to. It's an extremely underrated game where you control two people using both analog sticks, and you have to use each other to clear various paths to get to your next objective. Um, there's this. I don't want to spoil it, but spoilers, folks. Um, there was a part in the very beginning of the game where it was so difficult to watch because it reminded me of past loss in my life. I think at the very beginning of the game, the brother's mom drowned, and there was a scene shortly after where he's visiting um, her grave, and then her ghost appears, and then you see the ghost hug him and then like give him like a little kiss on the forehead, and it definitely brought up some feelings of when I lost my father several years ago. So it definitely got the emotions rolling. And the other one is an obvious pick, The Last of Us. If you have not played The Last of Us and you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't. Again, spoilers. Um, Joel's daughter gets shot, and it is probably one of the most heart wrenching scenes I have seen in quite a long time. And I don't usually get too like shocked or emotional so much anymore, but just the scene of watching this soldier just shoot these completely innocent people to get them to stop from progressing, and then you watch as he's like holding his dying daughter as like she's gasping for life. Like that scene was just so gritty and so real and so hard to watch that I was oh I almost turned into a big baby then. So yes, um, there you go, dude. Again, congratulations on hitting 100. I really do hope you'll be hitting that next milestone really, really soon. And again, dude, let me know if you're going to be taking me up on my offer to come up and hang out. We'll just have a good time, shoot some video, find some awesome games. And again, congratulations to Mark. And if you haven't checked out his channel, please do so.